Tonight on News 5 Live, a police officer and a former colleague are suspects in a robbery turned murder in San Pedro on Saturday morning. Another police officer is under investigation for the alleged sexual abuse of a minor. Raheem O'Neill Vernon has been arrested and charged for the murder of police constable Lorraine Arzu. And the magistrate's court in Belize City is in dire need of urgent repair following Hurricane Lisa. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
Great Belize Productions Channel 5, proud winner of 9 Caribbean Media Awards for 2021. Best Investigative Report, Best News Item, Best Coverage of People with Disabilities, Best Financial Literacy Journalism, Best Videographer, Best Television Commercial Spot, and the People's Choice Award, with 2 special mentions for Financial Literacy Journalism.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart.
It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
Make effortless memories with a Christmas loan from St. John's Credit Union Limited. Members can qualify for up to 3 times their monthly salary. Promotion runs from October 15th to December 15th. Call any of our St. John's Credit Union offices in Belize City, Belmopan, or Dangriga to book your appointment to make your dream Christmas a reality. St. John's Credit Union Limited. Safe saving, smart borrowing.
Welcome to Builders Hardware, end of the year mega sale where you can certainly get what you are looking for.
That's right, we're cutting costs and slashing prices across the store.
This sale starts from October 15th until the end of the year.
Enough time for you to plan, shop safely, and save some money.
We're having a huge discount, 20% on paint and 30% and more on selected items, just for you.
Come and visit us in Belmopan. We have quality, variety, quantity, and service with a smile.
Builders Hardware, end of the year mega sale from October 15th to the end of December. We think our customers are awesome.
Builders who build with a passion and skill. Go to Builders Hardware.
Come and see. I need to show you something. A product that is destroying our planet. To make space for it, millions of trees are cut down. To grow it, chemicals poison the land, the soil, the water. To produce it, the air becomes saturated with toxins. And when it's discarded, our environment is polluted in ways that we can't afford. Tobacco costs us more than 8 million lives every year. It also costs us 600 million trees, 200,000 hectares of land, 84 million tons of CO2, 22 billion tons of water. Tobacco is not only poisoning people, it's poisoning our planet.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Monday, November 21st. I am Sabrina Daly. A businessman was shot dead in San Pedro and his common-law wife was also shot and robbed of their day's sales. It happened in the pre-dawn hours of Saturday as Elvis Polanco and Tomasa Garcia were heading home. At the heart of the police investigation are a policeman on interdiction who was employed as a security guard at the bar and a former policeman who was dismissed earlier this year from the department, who was also at the bar. News 5's Marian Ali went to the island to gather the details and filed this report.
This fence shows where 2 bullets struck during Saturday morning's robbery and murder in the DFC area of San Pedro. Gunshots broke the silence around 5 a.m. 43-year-old Elvis Polanco, originally from Benque Viejo, and his common-law wife, 25-year-old Tomasa Garcia, were returning to their Marina Drive home after purchasing food and watching the Garifuna Settlement Day festivities. But they didn't make it home together. They were ambushed upon reaching the DFC area.
She just came walk to the bush and started shooting directly at my brother. And my brother ran from the golf cart just a little bit. And then he grabbed the money and he come out back again and shoot again my brother. And I think that was the last bullet that caused my brother to die.
Investigation revealed that they were heading home in a golf cart when they were ambushed by a male person who fired shots toward their direction and stole a purse containing documents and undisclosed amount of cash. Thereafter, the male person made good his escape from the area.
Police have made an arrest in connection with the incident, as Officer Commanding Eastern Division, Senior Superintendent Gilberto Romero informed.
This is Paul Mortis, 32 years, and he has since been charged with possession of unlicensed firearm and ammunition.
Commissioner of Police Chester Williams also gave us additional details about the two suspects.
One is a police officer who is on interdiction, and the other is an ex-police officer who have been dismissed months ago. In respect to the officer who is on interdiction, he was hired by the proprietor of that establishment as his security. And certainly he is aware of the movements of the proprietor. And from what we are gathering at this time is that they may have left the establishment just after closing, knowing the route that the proprietor takes and where he lives. They went and await him.
Police have retrieved a 9mm pistol from the home of the interdicted policeman, Paul Mortis. The gun will be sent for ballistics testing to determine whether it was the weapon used in the crime. Mortis, according to Williams, holds a licensed firearm, but police have not been able to find it.
He has been questioned as to the whereabouts of that firearm, and he is not forthcoming in terms of the whereabouts of that licensed firearm. So at this time, we cannot say if the licensed firearm or the other firearm that we found at the home, which is the legal one, is the weapon of choice used to carry out the crime it is believed that he participated in.
Police searched the murder scene and found a purse containing the money that Polanco had when he was shot. Williams feels that the thieves were surprised and left the money when Polanco jumped off the golf cart in his attempt to escape. Garcia, nursing a wounded right hand, declined an interview, but Polanco's brother, Fernando Polanco, shared what he knew with us. He said they relocated to the island almost 20 years ago, looking for a better life.
He's like a father to me, more than a father to me, because we were poor people. We just came to this island to try to make something in the life, and there are some bad people that don't see that we just came to have a better life, like everybody.
Polanco is survived by 4 children, the youngest of whom is a 4-year-old daughter. Her uncle said they are trying to help her cope without her father.
He was crying all around, looking for his father around 1 a.m. last night when we get together here, and that's just really hard.
The family says they don't want revenge, only justice. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
You just heard that the main suspect in the robbery and murder incident in San Pedro is an interdicted policeman. It is not an unusual occurrence for police officers to seek private jobs. In fact, many people feel safe when they see that the security guard at a business is a serving policeman. But Commissioner of Police Chester Williams shared his views about the hiring of policemen who are on interdiction. He discouraged the public from hiring these officers because their interdiction means that the department has identified them as bad seeds.
This should not have the business community feel intimidated or unsafe to hire police officers who are on actual duty. And when I say actual duty, I mean who are not interdicted, to perform special duty for them. But when it comes to officers who are on interdiction, it means that we as a department have identified them as a bad seed. And I would discourage members of the public from hiring them. We can't tell you to hire them. Because the truth be told, they are on interdiction, they're on half pay, and they may need to do something else for ends to meet, to be able to meet their financial obligations. But we need to look at the reason why they are on interdiction. And again, that should signal to you as a business person whether or not you should hire them as your security, or for whatever reason within your organization.
In the north, another law enforcement officer is being investigated following allegations being made against him that he sexually abused a female minor in Corozal District. According to Commissioner of Police Chester Williams, the commander of the Professional Standards Branch has been tasked with looking into the matter. What the Compal may not have been aware of prior to today is that there are also allegations that the officer in question may be attempting to pervert the course of the investigation by trying to get the victim and her family to retract their claim against him. All of this while there hasn't been a formal report made against the policeman.
I don't know where that could be coming from. I know that yes, there is such accusation, and my instruction to Commander PSB as well as the officer commanding Corozal is to make sure that we do all the necessary investigation to ascertain if in fact the allegations are true. I am not going to say that it is not true because I was not there. And when it comes to incidents that involved abuse against women or children, I would never ever countenance such behavior. From what I was briefed subsequent to my instructions is that there were many inconsistencies and they were reluctant on the part of the complainant to give certain information. I will check again today to see if there have been any progress with the investigation. I trust and hope that what you're saying is not true, because if in fact there is pressure from any police to the family for them to back off, that I will not tolerate. That certainly is tantamount to perverting the course of justice or tampering with witness. It's a criminal offense, and police officers should know that. I will, like I said, I will check with Commander PSB to see where we are with that matter, and perhaps at the next briefing I can provide an update to you.
Coming up, ceiling collapses at Belize City Magistrates Court.
Stay tuned after this newscast for the Government of Belize's anniversary video celebrating 2 years of accomplishments, delivering on Plan Belize.
Have you heard about the once daily pill that can help prevent HIV?
Pre-exposure prophylaxis, also known as PrEP, is a once daily prescription medication that helps you lower your chances of contracting HIV. PrEP may not be for everyone, so speak to your healthcare provider to find out if PrEP is right for you.
PrEP does not prevent pregnancy or other sexually transmitted infections, so it's important to use a condom every time you have sex and to get tested regularly.
PrEP. It's something positive to help keep you HIV negative.
You must be HIV negative to qualify for PrEP, so you need to get tested for HIV immediately before and every 3 months while taking the pill.
So what are you waiting for? Talk to your doctor about your risk of HIV and find out if PrEP is right for you.
Make staying safe a habit. Step up, PrEP up.
To partake in the ongoing PrEP pilot project, which ends in December, visit Matron Roberts Polyclinic or the Belize Family Life Association in Belize City.
What is Medriva? Medriva is the easiest and safest way of booking a taxi or delivery service. Here's a guide on how to use our services. Download the app, available in the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. Tap where you're going. Your location will be picked up automatically, and you can change location by entering a business name, street, or PIN location. Select delivery or economy, the number of packages or persons, your payment option, cash, credit card, or e-cash. Tap confirm, and a driver will accept your booking. You'll see the driver's profile picture, name, license plate, and the color of the vehicle. You can also message and call the driver. You will see real-time tracking of your driver approaching you, and you will be notified when he or she has arrived. Rate the driver by your experience. An electronic receipt will be provided. Tap the hamburger menu. Tap points for every ride completed. With Medriver, you can earn cashback deals to use on your next ride. Tap promo code. This is your special code to share with family and friends to earn discounts on your next ride. Medriver, transportation at your fingertips.
Welcome to Design Depot. All in one place. Shop brands you know and trust, like Kohler. Welcome, GE Appliances.
Welcome.
Oran Windows.
Welcome.
Tiles from around the world.
Welcome.
Sherwin-Williams Paint and Coating. Visit us today at mile 3 on the Philip Golson Highway or call us at 223-3768. Design Depot. All in one place.
I had a black dog. His name was Depression. Whenever the black dog made an appearance, I felt empty and life just seemed to slow down. He could surprise me with a visit for no reason or occasion. The black dog made me look and feel older than my years. When the rest of the world seemed to be enjoying life, I could only see it through the black dog. Activities that usually brought me pleasure suddenly ceased to. He liked to ruin my appetite. He chewed up my memory and my ability to concentrate. Doing anything or going anywhere with the black dog required superhuman strength. At social occasions, he'd sniff out what confidence I had and chase it away. My biggest fear was being found out. I worried that people would judge me. Because of the shame and stigma of the black dog, I was constantly worried that I'd be found out. So I invested vast amounts of energy into covering him up. Keeping up an emotional lie is exhausting. Black dog could make me think and say negative things. He could make me irritable and difficult to be around. He would take my love and bury my intimacy. He loved nothing more than to wake me up with highly repetitive and negative thinking. He also liked to remind me how exhausted I was going to be the next day. Having a black dog in your life isn't so much about feeling a bit down, sad or blue. At its worst, it's about being devoid of feeling altogether. As I got older, the black dog got bigger and he started hanging around all the time. I'd chase him off with whatever I thought might send him running. But more often than not, he'd come out on top. Going down became easier than getting up again. So I became rather good at self-medication, which never really helped. Eventually, I felt totally isolated from everything and everyone. The black dog had finally succeeded in hijacking my life. When you lose all joy in life, you can begin to question what the point of it is. Thankfully, this was the time that I sought professional help. This was my first step towards recovery and a major turning point in my life. I learned that it doesn't matter who you are, the black dog affects millions and millions of people. It is an equal opportunity mongrel. I also learned that there was no silver bullet or magic pill. Medication can help some, and others might need a different approach altogether. I also learned that being emotionally genuine and authentic to those who are close to you can be an absolute game changer. Most importantly, I learnt not to be afraid of the black dog, and I taught him a few new tricks of my own. The more tired and stressed you are, the louder he barks, so it's important to learn how to quiet your mind. It's been clinically proven that regular exercise can be as effective for treating mild to moderate depression as antidepressants, so go for a walk or a run and leave the mutt behind. Keep a mood journal. Getting your thoughts on paper can be cathartic and often insightful. Also keep track of the things that you have to be grateful for. The most important thing to remember is that no matter how bad it gets, if you take the right steps talk to the right people, Black Dog days can and will pass. I wouldn't say that I'm grateful for the Black Dog, but he's been an incredible teacher. He forced me to re-evaluate and simplify my life. I learnt that rather than running away from my problems, it's better to embrace them. The Black Dog may always be part of my life, but he'll never be the beast that he was. We have an understanding. I've learnt through knowledge, patience, discipline and humour, the worst Black Dog can be made to heal. If you're in difficulty, never be afraid to ask for help. There is absolutely no shame in doing so. The only shame is missing out on life.
My lights, yeah. Go to my lights, go to my lights. You gotta go to my lights, yeah. I wanna shine, 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 shine. I hit my lights cause that's my plan, 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 plan. My lights have your favorite brand, 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 brand. Just come with nothing in your hands, 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 hands. My lights, and it goes on and on and on. It goes on and on and on, yeah. I wanna celebrate with my lights, sing yeah, yo, baby let's go. My lights, I wanna celebrate with my lights, sing yeah, yo, baby let's go. We going to the stores, what we gon' do right? We gon' light a life, only with my light. We going to the stores, what we gon' do right? We gon' light a life, only with my light.
Say hello to DigiTV. Step into the world of digital entertainment. DigiTV gives you access to 100+ channels on your TV or your mobile device at unbeatable prices. Take your shows with you wherever you go. It's a new level of freedom. Enjoy your favorite entertainment, sports, family, Latin, and local channels. No more fighting for the TV remote. You can access whenever you want from 2 devices at the same time. DigiTV is for everyone. And with the fastest fiber and mobile networks in the country, you are guaranteed to have the best experience ever. There's no installation required. Sign up for the Max package for only $40 monthly and get the first 2 months for just $30. For a limited time, get 50% off a Fire Stick when you sign up. Download the DigiTV app from the Android or Apple stores. Just WhatsApp us at 608-8888 to sign up. It's that easy. Watch, experience, enjoy DigiTV today.
Today, the Magistrates Court was supposed to be in session as per usual, but an emergency pause had to be put in effect after court employees walked in the building to find that a portion of their ceiling had collapsed. While they were stunned, the circumstances that led to the incident are not at all a surprise. Many Belize City residents and businesses suffered some degree of damage due to Hurricane Lisa 3 weeks ago. The roof of the building, which is right above the Supreme Court chambers, suffered significant damage. More rains that pounded the rooftop over the weekend, coupled with water damage brought on by Lisa, caused the ceiling on the lower flat, specifically in courtroom number 4, to give way. It prompted an emergency alarm and a halt to the routine operation of the Belize City Magistrates Court, which deals with arraignment and bail matters, sitting trials, and offering information on court matters. Chief Magistrate Sharon Fraser told us that she has informed the necessary authorities, including the Chief Justice and the Attorney General, of the present condition. Fortunately, courtrooms number 1, 2, and 3 were not affected by the damages and are still functional. Since the Supreme Court was affected during Lisa, the offices were moved to the National Bank of Belize building on Regent Street. But why the delay to fix a roof for the Belize judiciary when the court system is considered one of the most essential services in the country? That's a question yet to be answered. According to Chief Magistrate Fraser, the court will be operating temporarily with the use of only 2 of its building, as business must continue as scheduled. The delay will no doubt cause trials to be affected. A burglar who was caught inside a church stealing pretended to be using the bathroom to stave off attention that he had already drawn to himself after prying open the back door to the church. Tonight, 25-year-old Evander Usher is spending his first night in jail, and unless he can convince a Supreme Court judge to grant him bail, will remain there until January 24th, 2023, when his next court date comes up. Police allege that on Friday, November 18th, Usher entered Universal Church of the Kingdom of God on Central American Boulevard. But he stole nothing. Sanjay Rosen and Jonathan Garcia, 2 pastors who live at the church building, told police that shortly after 3 that morning, they heard a noise at the back door of the church and they called 911. According to the 2 pastors, they saw a man pull a hat over his face and enter through the back door. However, when he saw the 2 pastors standing inside the church, he closed the back door. Police arrived quickly and detained him. Police Constable Lorraine Arzu lost her life following a deadly shooting incident in Dangriga on October 12. The 22-year-old woman was along with another individual identified as Lionel Rowland inside a Ford pickup truck when they came under gunfire. During the attack, PC Arzu was struck by bullets in the head. She succumbed to her injuries just 2 days later, while Rowland remained in critical condition at the KHMH. Earlier today, the Belize Police Department announced that a 28-year-old laborer of Gales Point Village had been arrested and charged for Arzu's murder. He is Raheem O'Neill Vernon. 46-year-old Angelita Requena and her 2 children endured a vicious assault over the weekend when her common-law husband attacked them with a knife. The Esperanza resident remains hospitalized at the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, while Michael Williams has since been charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. According to police, the incident was the result of a domestic dispute.
On Saturday, 19th day of November 2022, police responded to a stabbing incident in Esperanza village. Upon arrival, they learned that 3 persons received stab wound injuries. They were taken to the hospital, and one of the victims was further taken to the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, where she is admitted in a critical condition. An investigation was carried out. It was determined that Angelita Requena, 46 years, had a domestic dispute with her common-law Michael Williams, who inflicted the stab injuries to 3 of them. An investigation was carried out. Michael Williams was detained, and he has since been charged for 3 counts of attempted murder.
Any details as to the dispute, sir? The nature of the dispute?
They had a domestic dispute, and that is what led to the stabbing.
After the break, Belize Police Department sets record straight on 2022 crime stats. But first, here's the weather report and forecast from the Belize Meteorological Services.
My lights, yeah. Go to my lights, go to my lights. You gotta go to my lights, yeah. I wanna shine, 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 shine. I hit my lights cause that's my plan, 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 plan. My lights have your favorite brand, 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 brand. Just come with nothing in your hands, 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 hands. My lights, and it goes on and on and on. It goes on and on and on, yeah. I wanna celebrate with my lights, sing yeah, yo, baby let's go. My lights, I wanna celebrate with my lights, sing yeah, yo, baby let's go. We going to the store, oh we gon' do right, we gon' light a life, only with my light. We going to the store, oh we gon' do right, we gon' light a life, only with my light.
Say hello to DigiTV. Step into the world of digital entertainment. DigiTV gives you access to 100+ channels on your TV or your mobile device at unbeatable prices. Take your shows with you wherever you go. It's a new level of freedom. Enjoy your favorite entertainment, sports, family, Latin, and local channels. No more fighting for the TV remote. You can access whenever you want from 2 devices at the same time. DigiTV is for everyone. And with the fastest fiber and mobile networks in the country, you are guaranteed to have the best experience ever. There's no installation required. Sign up for the Max package for only $40 monthly and get the first 2 months for just $30. For a limited time, get 50% off a Fire Stick when you sign up. Download the DigiTV app from the Android or Apple stores. Just WhatsApp us at 608-8888 to sign up. It's that easy. Watch, experience, enjoy DigiTV today.
¿Sabías que Hospital Galenia modificó los protocolos de seguridad y prevención de salud ante la pandemia de COVID-19 para evitar contagios?
Creamos un concepto que denominamos quirófano santuario no COVID.
Hospital Galenia, más que un hospital.
Traditionally, society had looked to men to provide for their families' economic well-being, to defend our nations and protect their families from harm. As human society evolves, so do our role in society. In today's world, we appreciate many more contributions that our men make to our society, the workplace, and the home. On International Men's Day, we acknowledge the traditional and evolving contributions of our Belizean men.
We encourage you to celebrate International Men's Day on November 19th under the theme Recognizing Belizean Men and Boys. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Families and Children in collaboration with UNICEF.
Enjoying my job so far as Prime Minister has been the greatest privilege I have had in my entire life. A lot of work, very, very stressful. But one of the things that I dislike most about my work is that I feel like a prisoner, that I can't leave the office. Because every single day there are issues that we have to deal with. And people expect you to get to their problems immediately, as soon as it possibly can. And as you realize by now, that when we were elected on the 11th of November 2020, 2 years ago, we inherited a bankrupt country. And we realized that we had to address these issues immediately, because if we don't, we would not be able to implement Plan Belize, a very bold manifesto full of ideas on how we're going to fight poverty, how we're going to create opportunities for our people, how we're going to ensure that our children can go to school, how are we going to redo our hospitals, and how is it that we can get our people to own a piece of land. Here in the Toledo district, we have good, hardworking, honest, loving Belizeans, and I'm so proud to be here.
Pleasant good evening, everyone, with your weather report for today, Monday, November 21st, from the National Meteorological Service of Belize. I am Cristal Rosales. Moist and unstable conditions continued over the country today, where a few showers and isolated thunderstorms and areas of rain occurred mostly offshore, but also around the country, with some showers and periods of rain lingering mainly over the Maya Mountains, Cayo, and the southern districts. For tonight, we can expect mostly cloudy to overcast skies, with a few showers, periods of rain, and isolated thunderstorms occurring mainly over the Belize, Stann Creek, and Toledo districts, with isolated showers expected elsewhere. Lows for tonight will be in the mid-70s along the coast, and lower 70s over inland and northern areas of the country. For tomorrow, we do expect a gradual decrease in shower activity, where a few showers and isolated thunderstorms will develop mainly over inland areas like the Cayo and Orange Walk districts, with the possibility of isolated thunderstorms during the afternoon. High temperatures for tomorrow will reach mid-80s along the coast, with Toledo experiencing around 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 87 over the Orange Walk district, and lower 90s over the Cayo district. Now taking a look over the next few days, a gradual improvement in weather conditions is expected, with shower activity becoming isolated by tomorrow night. Now here's a look at our regional satellite imagery. There is a stationary front extended over the Bahamas and through the Florida Straits, where we can see high-level clouds associated with this front and moderate convective activity. There is a surface trough presently over Belize, extended into the Gulf of Mexico, supporting the current unstable conditions we're experiencing. A very active intertropical convergent zone continues to support moderate to heavy shower and thunderstorm activity over the southwestern Caribbean Sea. And at this time, tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next few days. Looking at our marine conditions, winds will be blowing from the north to northeast at 5 to 10 knots with light chopped seas and waves of 2 to 4 feet. And now for our astronomical conditions. A low tide occurs at 2:55 tomorrow morning, followed by a high tide at 9:08. Another low tide occurs at 2:29 in the afternoon, followed by a high tide at 8:23 at night. The sun will rise at 6:01 tomorrow morning and set at 5:15 tomorrow evening. Moon rises at 4:37 tomorrow morning and moon set at 4:19 tomorrow afternoon. This weather report was brought to you by the National Climate Change Office through UNDP's Climate Promise from Pledge to Impact project. Thank you, and join us again on Thursday for another weather report. Have a good evening.
Home Affairs Minister Karim Musa shared the most recent crime statistics with the media last Thursday during an assignment in Belmopan. He told reporters that the numbers of homicides in the Belize district have decreased when compared to the same period in 2018. But did he make a mistake when the figures that were presented? Earlier today, Commissioner of Police Chester Williams was asked to comment on the stats that were shared by his political boss. Here's how he responded to the notion that the figures may have been erroneous.
Right now, I don't have the stats on me, so I cannot comment objectively on it. The only crime I follow most are murders. And the reason for that is because a life lost to me is a whole family get affected by it. And myself and my team, we work tirelessly to try and avert murders from occurring. And as far as I am aware, and without the stats available, the murders are down compared to last year. So I heard our director said that the minister should compare this year's stats to 2021. Well, I will compare 2021 murder stats to 2022 murder stats. And the figures are down by more than 10, which is like around 16 to 20% reduction. And he can fact check me on this too.
You know you will.
But when it comes to the other major crimes, I will have to consult with JIC to see where we are with it.
There was a fatal road traffic accident recorded down south over the weekend when a passenger fell out of the back of a pickup truck while traveling along the southern highway. According to Senior Superintendent Alberto Romero, 26-year-old Gideon Ishim was seated in the pan of a pickup truck when he fell out in the vicinity of Santa Cruz Village, Stan Creek District.
On Saturday, the 19th day of November 2022, police responded to a fatal traffic accident at Santa Cruz Village. Upon the arrival, they learned that Gideon Ishim, 26 years, fell from the back of a pickup truck. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead on arrival. An investigation is being carried out. An IP has been served on the driver of the pickup, pending further investigation at this time. The driver of that vehicle is liable, and it is illegal to carry passengers in the back of pickups. That is illegal. That is not authorized. Vehicle that is authorized to take passengers.
Meanwhile, on Saturday morning near San Esteban village in Corozal, police responded to the scene of a fatal road traffic accident involving a 23-year-old man who was riding a motorcycle. Paul Vasquez succumbed to his injuries despite being transported to the Northern Regional Hospital for medical attention.
At 5:51 a.m. on the 19th day of November 2022, police responded to a fatal RT at the San Esteban roundabout. Upon the arrival, they met or saw Paul Vasquez, 23 years, with injuries. He was taken to the Northern Regional where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Investigation is that he was on a motorcycle which was found at the scene, and he collided into an object in that area, causing his fatal injuries.
The Ministry of Investment met with 46 fiscal incentive companies, business representatives, and owners of operating and startup businesses engaged in agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism on Friday. The engagement took place during a fiscal incentive legislative amendment consultation at the Belize Institute of Management Conference Room in Belize City. According to a release from the government of Belize, the revised act will support the continued growth of MSMEs and the implementation of projects that will enhance Belize's economic growth. The revised act is also expected to streamline the application process for incentives. During the consultation, beneficiaries were advised on the proposed amendments to the act. The Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, has elected a new president. Today, during a special meeting of the bank's Board of Governors at the IDB headquarters in Washington, D.C., Ilan Godfahin was elected to head the bank, nominated by Brazil, will take office for a 5-year term on December 19, 2022. As president, he is tasked with managing the operation and administration of the bank, which works with the public sector of Latin America and the Caribbean. In addition, he will chair the Board of Executive Directors of the IDB and the Board of Executive Directors of IDB Invest, which works with the region's private sector. The president also chairs the Donors Committee of IDB, LAB, the bank's laboratory for innovative development projects. He will become the IDB's 7th president. There's much more news after the break, so don't go away.
It's massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double P-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Friday and Saturday. That's right, 2 times the P-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with P-Bucks Builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, P-Bucks. You can get it all this massive season only at Penny's, celebrating 75 years of quality and savings.
Do you qualify for Amnesty 2022? This is your opportunity to find out. You qualify if you are registered as an asylum seeker with the Refugee Department before the 31st of March 2020, residing in Belize before the 31st of December 2016, have children born in Belize on or before the 31st of December 2021, completed your education in Belize, married to a citizen of Belize for a year or more, living in a common law union with a citizen of Belize for 5 years or more, referred by the Department of Human Services, gainfully employed in Belize for 5 years. To find out more on how to apply, go online to www.immigration.gov.bz. Be prepared. The registration period will be from the 2nd of August to the 30th of November 2022. Belize Amnesty 2022. Let's continue to build Belize together.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart. It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
Social Security, transforming service delivery. My Social Security is your secure online account to manage all your Social Security information. My Social Security launched in March 2021 with registration service to apply online for new or replacement Social Security cards. Upgrades to My Social Security continues with a new look, enhanced customer experience, and its newest feature, Sickness Benefit Online application. With My Social Security, you can create your account, log in, and take control of your Social Security information. This includes applying for a new or replacement Social Security card for yourself, child, or dependent, make appointments online, and submit your complete sickness benefit claim package. Our customer care team is here to provide you, our valued customers, with real-time support. Connect with one of our customer care agents through direct messages on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or live chat, or follow our YouTube channel for more information, tutorials, and guides. A complete 360 view of your Social Security information is coming soon, which includes a new employer portal for employers, businesses, and self-employed persons, contributions history and statements, all SSB benefits, medical portal for registered doctors, and fingerprint enrollment all in one place. Social Security at your fingertips. The significant enhancement of service delivery to you is here. My Social Security.
Trinidad and Tobago is hosting the 11th Commonwealth Youth Parliament under the theme Youth Involvement in Parliamentary Democracy. The Young Leaders Alliance of Belize has selected 2 youth representatives from its membership to participate in the event. Those individuals are currently in Trinidad preparing to debate a remote work bill. The event brings together participants between the ages of 18 to 29, representing 9 Commonwealth Parliamentary Association members. News 5's Paul Lopez reports.
The 11th Commonwealth Youth Parliament is being hosted in Trinidad and Tobago throughout the course of this week. Belize has representation at the event by way of 2 dynamic youths. They are Kaylin Middleton and Darren Avila. Middleton and Avila are members of the Young Leaders Alliance of Belize, YLAB.
This is a momentous event for us at the Parliament, as it marks a few firsts. This is the first time that we are location hosts for the Commonwealth Youth Parliament, the CYP. This is the first in-person CYP since the COVID-19 pandemic seized the world. This is the first visit of the Secretary General of the CPA, Stephen Twigg, to our beautiful Twin Island Republic. Participants have come from nations across the 9 regions of the CPA: Australia, Barbados, Belize, Guyana, Jamaica, Ghana, Malaysia, New Zealand, Nigeria, St. Lucia, Sierra Leone, Sri Lanka, the United Kingdom, Tonga, Zambia, and of course Trinidad and Tobago, who form this cohort of the CYP.
Kaylin Middleton and Darren Avila traveled from Belize to Trinidad over the weekend. Middleton is a resident of Belize City. She will participate in the parliamentary debate as a government representative for the new political movement.
What they did was that they created a fictional jurisdiction and put to us a bill that we need to debate. The bill is the Remote Work Bill 2022, and this bill gives employees an opportunity to apply to their employer to work remotely from a remote location, or to reduce the amount of days in a work week to 4 days instead of 5 days. So because of my background in biology, my party decided to task me to take this bill from a point of view environmentally. How can the Republic of Kairi and Shakonia, because that's what the fictional jurisdiction is called, the Republic of Kairi and Shakonia will benefit environmentally.
Darren Avila is a resident of Punta Gorda town. He will participate in the Commonwealth Youth Parliament as an opposition member.
So right now, as the opposition, we're fighting against the government, to amend some of these bills, because when we were in our caucus meeting, we had very much a lot of amendments to the bill that we want to bring about to the table for tomorrow. And my presentation or my debate tomorrow will be about carbon footprint, for the fact that the country that we're debating this bill on is merely heavily dependent on tourism and transportation. So as the opposition, I'll be formulating my debate based on the carbon footprint within the transportation sector.
As members on opposite sides of the floor, Middleton and Avila are currently engaged in some healthy rivalry.
Do you have to hold your ideas from Kaylin, given the fact that she's a member representative for the government?
She does not want to even talk to me right now for the fact that, we're basically in the same line of debating whatsoever I will be speaking on and what she will be speaking on.
I think Daryl was also tasked to do environment on his opposition side. So we're kind of beefing. I do not want to speak with him because I do not want any tea spillage per se.
The debate will officially begin on Tuesday at 8 a.m. inside the Red House, which is the seat of Parliament in Trinidad and Tobago.
In the session just now, I was asked about the future of the Commonwealth and the role of the Commonwealth going forward. And the question was, I think, very correctly located in the context of some of the controversy about the history of the Commonwealth, the colonial legacy, the impact of slavery. And I think an opportunity to have an open, honest debate about the problematic history of the Commonwealth only serves to strengthen our organisation going forward.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
On November 19th, Tobacco Key saw its first set of hawksbill turtle hatchlings since 5 years ago released into the sea. On September 21st, a hawksbill turtle returned to the island to nest. It laid its eggs on the Windward Lodge's property, where the manager of the lodge, Jerly Bradley, carefully monitored the nest during the 60-day incubation period. And much to her delight, on Saturday, she found that a number of the eggs had hatched. With a little assistance due to how compact the sand on the beach is, Bradley and her team from the lodge successfully released 80 hatchlings into the sea. We spoke with her via Zoom.
This one, but we were minding it like our very own baby. And we were watching it since that night when it came up and laid. 60 days is normally the incubation period, but I started to watch it from it hit about 50 days, because it can be anything between then the 60. And November 19th was actually the 6th night. So when I got up in the morning, my husband and I were walking with our son, and I decided to check on the nest. And when we looked at the nest, there was a small hole, maybe an inch. And when I looked deeper into the hole, I noticed that there was a little thing moving. And I just started to dig like live, depending on it, literally. And we just dig and dig and dig. And while we were digging, I came upon some more eggs that weren't hatched. So I just covered it back. I contacted Miss Linda Sarah from Icomar in the league, told her what was happening, and she said to watch them for the next 2 to 3 days to see if those remaining eggs will come up. So that's the plan. So when we got them out, some of them looked a little bit like they were winded. I guess they were practically suffocating when we were in the sun. And we just put them in a tub of water, and we released them on the east side of the island, because right now the winds are coming in strong from the north. So it would just have them being the winds would just be crushing them, having them crushed back into the water, or into the beach here. So we put them on the other side and released them over there. On the reef there has some mangroves, and so we watched them until they reached that mangrove area. We saw the little nose popping up and coming up the air. Really exciting, because, like I said, 5 years we haven't had this, and so for something like this to happen, it just excited the entire island.
This year's celebration of Garifuna Settlement Day drew record numbers in Dangriga, where Belizeans from across the country and others in the diaspora gathered for a weekend of non-stop music, food, and dance. It was a cultural experience, shot-filled with activities for everyone, including Prime Minister John Briceño, who led a procession to church for an ecumenical service. News 5's Isani Cayetano reports.
Garifuna Settlement Day 2022 was celebrated in grand fashion on Saturday as thousands of Belizeans converged on Dangriga on the 19th of November. Festivities kicked off in the culture capital on Friday night and reached a high point the following morning when Prime Minister John Briceño and several of his cabinet ministers arrived to formally commence the celebration.
Every year since 1977, we celebrate Garifuna Settlement Day across Belize as one people. As diverse as our Belizean culture is, what unites us is that we are each a part of the sum total of a whole nation, one Belize. What is also special though is our ability to use occasions like these not only to embrace but to celebrate the diversity and to reject those sentiments of our past which sought to divide us.
Guest speaker at Saturday's event was Desiree Pasquale. She spoke about Garifuna unity, cultural preservation and knowledge, as well as appreciation for Garifuna history.
We need to learn to motivate each other and look out for each other. This is the only way the Garifuna culture will continue to celebrate success. There is a sense of congruence and unity that prevails among us as a people. Garifuna Duo is family, a community that share common values and rituals that are highly fundamental in our lives. When it comes to us celebrating, especially on a day like today, every family celebrates. Yes, we need to celebrate as a family, but also we need to remember the core values of why we're celebrating.
Dr. Louis Zabane, area representative for Dangriga, also spoke about the Garifuna journey and the importance of the people to Belizean history and living up to the theme for this year's celebration.
We have already started the journey and we must keep advancing forward and continuing to be there for each other. It is in this spirit that I would like to share the importance of this perseverance we're talking about, this commitment that we're talking about. As we have heard today, Garifuna have set a great example for all of us on the importance of being steadfast and enduring sacrifices to attain their important goal of remaining free and building a new future. Sustainable human development is about ensuring a cohesive society, a vibrant and equitable economy, just and accountable institutions, and a healthy environment. So we must work together to achieve this sustainable human development and be true to this year's theme.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.
Just ahead, Inter-Office Basketball League finals underway. King of the Hills race tests Belizean cyclists.
The IBL committee will be bringing out the rings and trophies this Saturday, November 26th at the Belize Civic Center. Will this be the end of the tournament? And will 15 kings be crowned? Or will there be a decisive and third game 3?
Let's go.
This Friday night, the Belize Civic Center will not be the same. A king not named Charles will possibly be crowned, or a superstar will force a game 3. Will there be a champion?
They all walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money!
7:30 p.m. will be the battle for 3rd and 4th place between the Belize Coast Guard and the Belize Water Service. And then,
let's get ready to rumble. If you are what you say you are.
In In the grand finale of the night, the superstars will be out in Game 2 of the Best of 3 series. Rico Black and the Toughing of Tours, led by Francis Naitiarana, Ian Renee and Jamal Kelly drew first blood and are now ready to close off the Central Health Customs squad, led by the #1 point guard in the land, Glency Cooper Lopez, alongside Akeem Evans and Stephen Wade, seeking to force it all the way to Game 3. Breaking news caught up to a tough enough player after their big W. What message you have for the Central Health Customs guys?
Tell her that the series over and we're about to.
The half tank will feature the young and dynamic Belize superstar Yastalia performing her hit song Tropic.
In the tropics, I'm the hot topic. I built the tribe. I'm living
just another level. Bring out the entire family this Saturday, November 26th to the Belize Civic Center. Sponsors: Racina's Imports, J&W Supermarket, Mahib's Wholesale, Barefoot Hotel, Cabana Used Clothing, Midway Wholesale, Mirage Belize, Car Guys, Harris Import, Prestige Auto Sales, Cellular World, Posh and Store, VIP Wireless, Nando's Wholesale, Benny's Home Center, Crystal Water, Sprite, Powerade, Travelers, Channel 5 and Channel 7, Creme, Wave, Love FM and More FM. Let's get it on!
¿Sabías que Hospital Galenia modificó los protocolos de seguridad y prevención de salud ante la pandemia de COVID-19 para evitar contagios?
Garantizamos contener a los pacientes que allí estamos manejando y disminuir riesgos de infecciones para el resto del hospital.
Hospital Galenia, más que un hospital.
You have been a safe driver all your life when an unavoidable accident happens. But this does not mean that your insurance premium must increase. With RF&G's Accident Forgiveness Program, safe drivers will not lose their no-claims discounts because of those minor, unavoidable accidents. For more information on RF&G's Accident Forgiveness Program, contact us at 223-5734. When it comes to motor insurance, it pays to get it right with RF&G Insurance, a road group company.
Taking its name from the venerable father of the nation, the George Price Highway stretches 77 miles from Belize City to Benque Viejo. Originally built in the 1930s, this cross-country highway system is the artery that links Belize to Central America at the western border with Guatemala. That connection facilitates overland trade, supporting Belize's economic development. Winding its way across the scenic countryside, the George Price Highway, from Roaring Creek to Esperanza, has been fully reconstructed to meet international standards, with particular emphasis on road safety. A shorter and hassle-free commute is best enjoyed when everyone obeys the traffic laws. To reduce the number and frequency of road traffic accidents, it means that a seatbelt must be worn at all times, and the speed limit observed when traveling along the highway. It also means that pedestrians must use sidewalks and crosswalks where available. Buses should only board and discharge passengers at a designated bus stop. Road safety is everyone's responsibility. It begins with you.
How are we to measure the success of our lives? For many, an ordinary life should have the following: a job, a house, enough money to buy a new car. But what if we threw out the ordinary? What could escaping ordinary at our jobs do? How about for our marriages? What if I told you we could all be escaping ordinary? Join us as we begin our new series.
Messi! Off goal! What a goal from Leo Messi! What an incredible strike from Leo Messi! Neymar and Messi is standing over this. Messi! Off goal! What a goal from Leo
Great
Messi!
entertainment stays with you, and we bring you great entertainment. Next Gen, the ultimate digital experience.
I will be there. Thank you so much
Why are you so excited?
Let me tell you a secret. I just got off the phone with Santa.
Hi, Santa. For Christmas, I want a pea shooter, a football. iPhone and a makeup for Christmas.
Oh, Ramon, 1 second.
We just learned that Santa's phone number has just been revealed. The number is 227-7132.
I'm sorry, Dad. I shared Santa's phone number.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 police teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 believes on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time, and so are we.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart. It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
Good night and welcome back to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. Let's jump right into it, folks. The biggest basketball match of the year to date went down inside the Belize Civic Center on Friday night. It was all action and no nonsense when Tough Enough clashed with Central Health Customs in the first of 3 final matches. Both teams have their eyes set on that inter-office basketball championship ring and the right to be called the best of the best for 2022. This is 4 minutes into the third quarter. Kevin Hamilton drives to the rim, takes the hard foul, and he gets the and one. On the other end of the court, Glenzie Lopez was double-teamed, leaving Nicholson open for the easy bucket. Big play here for Central Health. Nicholson attempted the three-pointer, misses. Glenzie jumps out of the frame to keep the ball alive, passes it to Michaels, who passes it right back to Lopez on the three-point line, and he banks it, much to the crowd's delight. Kevin Hamilton making light work of the assist from Arana. A bad play leads to a turnover on the other end of the court. Arana again to Hamilton, but a quick hustle from Lopez leads to the block. At the end of the third, Tough Enough was leading by 6 points. They would balloon that lead to 13 points in the first 4 minutes in the fourth quarter, allowing Central Health Customs to score only 2 points. And here again, with 3 defenders on him, Glenzie Lopez puts his body on the line for his team to make the layup. But Tough Enough captain Francis Arana quickly returned the favor with a 3-point shot, a 2-point basket for Michaels on the other end, and Kevin Hamilton with a little razzle-dazzle around 2 defenders to the basket. The match ended at 91 to 80 points in favor of Tough Enough.
The whole team came with one mentality to come and push hard from the start. You all see the ad. We came prepared for a suffering, but It's not us that got us suffering tonight.
Yeah.
We just came to play hard. We see the hard. We know these guys were coming to play, and we came back hard.
One of the issues I saw in this game was fouls. There was a lot of fouls on both ends, and even a couple of your players got into foul trouble, and one even fouled out.
Like I tell my team, this is finals. We know the game will be a high-intensity game, and the ref will try to keep the game in compose. So we just have to work on it and try to foul less, put up our hands, and try to contest the best as we could.
Great game, a very upsetting defeat. Speak to us a bit about what went wrong in this game.
Well, we never come out to the energy in the first place. You know, we have to go and just make up back for every mistake we make in this game now. Like, limit the turnover, score, get second basket, just defense.
Tough Enough is now leading the series and has the edge going into the second game this Saturday inside the Belize Civic Center. Also, the coach of the year for the regular season has been determined, and it is none other than Rico Black, coach for Team Tough Enough. Regular season MVP goes to none other than his team captain, Francis Arana, while Ewart Young from Team BTL was awarded the Sportsmanship of the Year title. And now for some cycling action. The long-anticipated Guns King of the Hills race was finally held on Sunday morning. The route of the race was from Armenia village to Santa Elena town and back to Belmopan, which amounted to just over 3 hours of intense riding. And the race is off. The first station prize was taken by a rider for Team Guns at the Twin Hills outside of Armenia village. Entering Camalote village, Edmond Kamal of Team FAL was in the lead, along with Mexican rider for Santinos, Gabriel Cardozo. At Mount Hope Climb, Cardozo was in the lead until Jose Choto, Chris Waite, and Tyler Tejeda launched an attack. Choto would ultimately claim the station prize on top of the hill. At the halfway mark, 4 riders were leading the race, with the main peloton right on their tails. On the return to Belmopan in Camalote village, Running Rebels Tyrone Green took the lead until Sherwin Roca made an attack and took over with 2 riders right behind him. Leaving Roaring Creek village into Belmopan, Tyrone Green regained the lead and pressed forward. That is until Mexican rider Gabriel Cardozo overtook him and made a hard sprint directly to the finish line.
The Mexican is coming in solo. They will not catch him. They will not catch the Mexican. The line is right there.
As you say, the race is a hard race. Going up, I'm going to take some lick because I take long to broke my first breath now. And after that, I just started to sit down in and me actually basically had a plan because I only 3 we ride today yesterday. I a rough race for the team. 2 our man get injured, no in an accident. So basically I made a run and forced the other teams then for chase. So when they get into the last hill, before they rung the boat, Atlee could have attack, but his legs me burn he coming in because I mean a rough race.
Es un tramo muy bonito.
He said it's the first race that he did here, and he says the course was beautiful, nice hills. He said, and he was surprised at the strength of the Belize riders. They rode very good. He said it was a very beautiful race and well attended, and the boys here are very strong.
Let's take a look now at some football action from the past weekend. The Football Federation of Belize is currently hosting the National Amateur Women's League. This weekend saw the Cayo Dreamers face off against the Belize Coast Guard at the Marion Jones Stadium. The Belize Coast Guard's women finished the match with a commanding 4-0 victory over Cayo Dreamers, sending Cayo Dreamers back west with an upsetting defeat. That tournament is in its 3rd week. In the under-13 girls competition, Cayo girls went up against Corozal girls. Now, this matchup went in favor of Team Cayo as they defeated the Corozal girls 3-0. That tournament is in its 5th week. And that's all we have for you this week, folks. Until next time, good night.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available in both text and streaming video at channel5belize.com. You can also connect with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/News5Live. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, please remember to wash your hands, keep your social distance, and stay safe. Good night.